Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Guru if you're new here, and welcome to my Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough. If you need to catch up with the playthrough so far, I will put a card on the video so you can check out the entire playlist. And if you are caught up, then oh my god, we just got so much and so little tea at the same time. But TLDR, we found a dead body. It blew up before we could discover their identity. We unlocked the data lab that was previously locked, and we see all of the mastermind screens and monitors, and Monokuma's back. So, great news. We have to do an investigation for another class trial because there was, in fact, a dead body. So, I guess we'll find out whether it's Kyoko or the other student, but things aren't looking good either way. So, without further ado, we are going to get into it. But before we do, I just want to remind you, I do stream this live on Twitch at twitch.tv/xgiru. I'd love to have you over there. I have a very cute and normal chat. And even if I'm done playing this by the time you see this video, I am planning on playing Danganronpa 2. All right. Let's get into it. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What that means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What? How do you know it's Kyoko? Don't ever say that to me again.
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. Hi, Amanda. Hi, thank you for the lurk. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. No! By the way, I could have broken my neck. Why am I? What'd I do? What'd I do this time? I'm heartbroken. In my hour of need, this is what happens to me. Naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. Silly and I are in the trenches right now. There's no other possibility. Comes into my stream, drops a lurk, and cancels me. Being a woman on the internet. No! I want to picture that as Kyoko. Those do look like her boots. It's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But
If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. What is this song? Wait, hey, isn't there a hype emote that's like headbanging? Can you guys do that emote? Mine's good too, but I want to see the hype emote that looks like he's a little metalhead. Yes, that one! I don't even have a comfort plushie with me at the moment. I have my comfort, I guess. When else does the song play? Kim, this is a new version of a song, isn't it? Plays first, like at the beginning of the game. Ooh, Violet's emotes are so cute. Oh, this is the first time. But it's like a new version of something. Oh, it's a new version of the investigation song. Okay. I love it when Cam types 3 words in chat and I have to piece it together like a puzzle. It's just like the game. Okay, I better start out by checking the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So, even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. Wait, they were several days old? Wait. Wait, how do I... Okay, well, I don't want that. What did it... The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. Okay, wait, but Kyoko could also still be the master... Oh my god, dude. Kyoko could still be the mastermind. Some of the wounds were several days old. Okay. She could still be the mastermind, because just because that body was found doesn't mean that she's not the mastermind. Oh my god. Okay. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. Why did they think that mastermind controls Monokuma? Well, in Kyoko's investigation... Yeah, I guess it still would make her the Blackened. I don't like it. I'm trying to logic our way out of having to accept Kyoko dying in some fashion. They think the mastermind controls Monokuma. They believe that they do because... Or that she does, I guess. We know the mastermind is a girl either way. But they believe that she does because whenever Monokuma is distracted, the mastermind is, like, they can break rules, basically. So the mastermind is not omnipotent, is the reason. I will help you with this, then. With the investigation. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Dude, the guitar goes crazy. I think Monokuma is his own entity. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it even exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Maybe. Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Yeah, it's your fucking knife that you lost immediately, Makoto. That's it. It's the knife the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever that person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And they didn't have a beautiful manicure. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So, maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko was the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. There's no way. A frightening climactic reveal if it was Kyoko, who was the mastermind or the dead person. I think it would be climactic if she was the mastermind. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. Is it not the mask? Why is Makoto so dumb? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check later. Wait, what? So it's not the mask? Wait, what could this be? What would he double check later? I saw something a lot like them somewhere else. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Yeah, I wanted to look at this situation here. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, they're fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of a normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The white jacket the victim was wearing totally got burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. The top half is wet. That's because it got set on fire, threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the was dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Is it trying to say that, like, the whole body should be wet because the sprinklers would have gone off? So the body would have been placed here after the sprinklers went off? Do you remember how they made a really big deal about the sprinklers? I agree, silly. That seems like what they want me to think. But you guys know how it is. When I decipher something in this game, it's like talking out of my ass. Is that everything here? Step away from the dead body. How are the chickens doing? There's one missing! There's a chicken missing!
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course! There were precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens in here now. We're one short. Aw, that's how I feel too. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens with them.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Is there something going on with this? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet, which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30? Couldn't the body have just been moved here? Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. Aw, the chicken effect. Makoto can never be the 6th chick. This room is pretty dusty and disorganized. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Okay, so if it's wet and dirty, did they cover the body with the tarp so that it wouldn't get wet, so that it would stay on fire? Why would they do that? Or did they drag the body in on the tarp and that's why it got wet and dirty because the sprinklers went off, or had gone off? That's the one thing in here that concerns me. You know what that means? Leave the tool shed. Chat, what are you thinking? What are we piecing together? No spoilers, though.
Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up?
If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting it all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you, too. So this isn't part of the mask? What is this a part of? It's saying it like I should remember. Something a lot like that somewhere else. It seems weird that one side is clean. If it was on the body, then you think it'd be bloody. If it was under the body, you think it'd be dirty from the ground. That's a great point too, Madison. So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay. Thanks for nothing. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What did you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? That's literally me. That's literally me right now, again. Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going to look around for everyone else so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during the nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. This is like when you play Among Us, and there's only a few people left, and you're like, guys, we cannot split up. This is just a really long game of Among Us. With more blood. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the one without an alibi? Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room. But I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so what if I'm the mastermind? I don't know why that would make sense. I just wanted to throw it out there, because if it's right, I'll look so smart. That's hardly an alibi. I know. Yeah, like what if I have my own, maniacal Makoto? So, what now? You seem to be quite the disadvantage here. I'm the one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna have to defend myself to the death in the class trial. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Oh, it was 9 a.m. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. I don't think I've checked everything I need to. Oh, I think I have, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Are you fucking stupid, Makoto? You keep having flashbacks, but you don't see the lack of manicure? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer the question. Kyoko is never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to her room.
It's all clear now.
Byakuya has it.
What? Just give up.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it. Later. At the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Me too! Maybe I should check out that one area. They really don't want to tell me where it is. Rad, look, coneflower. What would have a red thing like that? No, he's too annoying to be the mastermind, I fear. Money! What could that scrap be from? Is it from that one room? Oh no, this is a normal classroom. I feel like a lot about Hiro is small. Oh, I get it. I see what you're saying. On there. Where could that be from? The physics lab, maybe? We can't go to the bio room. The gym? Oh, maybe this is it, because there's an exclamation point, so... What could that be from the gym? I don't know what that scrap is supposed to be. Was it a piece of Monokuma? I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh! Oh, it's that bomb!
Huh?
That bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. So somebody lifted the bomb. I had the encounter with the person in the middle of the night. Kyoko was there. Then I woke up and met up with Hina and found them in here. They were dismantling Monokuma. And we found the bomb, but it was inert at the time. So then we left together to go explore the 5th floor, I guess. Wait, is that what happened? Oh, no, not to go explore the 5th floor. We went to go to the headmaster's room because we were going to try and bust in. But at that point, it was locked. So after we left, somebody got the bomb. Because we were all together. So somebody got the bomb. And then whoever killed the person planted the bomb on them. Planted the motion sensor bomb on them near the mask. And we have a dirty tarp on one side, but a clean on the other. There was not a puddle of blood on the ground. Body wasn't in there before 7:30. And it wasn't in there last night. Who would have been smart enough to plant that bomb on someone? Did Monokuma not give us a file for the body? Oh, he did. It says, due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were at least several days old. As thick as a metal pipe. Alright. I'm like trying to keep it all straight in my head. I'm a dirty type? No. No, you're not, cutie pie. Why did you say that about yourself? You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go.
Oh, wait for me!
Squirty tarp is crazy. Well then, here we go. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. This music's freaking crazy. Wow, what is that? This is Kyoko's room. A woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. What in the translation? I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? This is probably nothing. I have an ad running in a few minutes, by the way, if you're watching on Twitch. And you're not subscribed. Here's your bed. I don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as this case is concerned. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not check inside.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. Yeah, I have the fucking letter, dude.
It's true.
This is a letter she gave me last night. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something certainly has happened. Something certainly has happened! What came over me? So open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Are you fucking stupid, Byakuya? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Oh my god! Guys, what could under the sheets be? Oh, I'm not really sure. What could under the sheets mean? Guys, I'm a little confused. Where could under the sheets be referring to? This is really hard. I think it's not a real clue. I hate these stupid ass kids. Oh my god, my hair. I think she's saying she's a freak. Wait. Under the squirting sheets, Takis. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex F. She failed. It appeared to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Interesting. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. Jesus Christ. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as the Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things just as an ordinary person. But then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Madison. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already... Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming a hero. Huh, it's you. What have you got your pretty little hand in there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did? Hey. Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But what I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
A rule violation's really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why, even as I, the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is. All is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting?
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people right there, right?
Oh my god! Do you guys remember Junko and Sayaka? And Leon? And Taka. Oh my god, I can't look at him anymore.
I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16.
16? Then...
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
I forgot we've known this whole time, but Makoto
The
didn't.
one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I get back that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What? That's mean. That's all you get? Hideous scars. Monokuma's account has been added to the truth bullets. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... that tattoo... Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse? Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Wait, what was he getting at with the fake nails? They weren't her nails? Because she didn't have scars on her hands. Is that what he's getting at? Yeah, you wouldn't cover up a manicure with gloves either. It's not that no one survived in the Outer World via. It's that, apparently there was like a mass killing at this school and they were forced to shut it down. But I guess they converted it into like a murder game for television. I'm not really sure what they mean by that, but... Also, hi Casey, thank you for the lurk. Monokuma, you can't just say that. He really just does whatever he wants. Truly. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God really must have hated you to make you so dumb. Oh my god. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student. Mukuro was a student here.
Right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. And did I say complaints like that? But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Makoto, are you a fucking idiot? Okay, maybe he was right.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? Okay, guys, here's the deal. Is that Kyoko didn't remember anything about herself. So she could easily, like... What's happening? Yup. If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikisaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information would raise questions about her. That would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if the key and the dojo are really connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? I also feel like Mukuro is the body. Yeah, Byakuya confiscated her key because she couldn't share anything about her life, Madison. It was last night. Where's number 6? This one. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like at the super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Yes, I see the locker furthest to the right. I can fucking read.
Very strange.
I'm sorry, I'm literally not reading this. They're annoying me. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the metal lock and... click! The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. What is that on the bottom? They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Strong sticks. There's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If this is, then it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? What do the arrows have to do with anything? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Well, how would she have put it in there? If she didn't have her key. We need to continue to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that?
The library.
The archive? Oh, is that like that secret room or something?
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, it was. I was like, where the fuck am I? I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. Did someone plant it, like the person who had Kyoko's key mayhaps? He sure is doing a lot of investigating for someone who would be the culprit, though.
I see.
Take a look at this. That's the symbol that's on the back of that girl's hand. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Chat, can you speak French? Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The Wolf of Ragnarok, which is the tattoo on the back of the hand. Would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Okay, this is really laying it out for me. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... She's dead. Je m'appelle Jackie et je suis Brazil. Does that say my name is Jackie and I'm Brazilian? All I remember from 9 years of French lessons is a calculator and may I go to the bathroom. Perfect. They do got the funky C's.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Well,
See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Wow, wow, wow. What an exciting, thrilling turn of events. I got some bad news, you guys. I think Kyoko might be the mastermind. Keep going?
Yeah, keep going until you get to the bottom of
The staircase?
yeah, 'cause you
Okay.
get that little screen right, you can save there.
Okay.
Yeah, just skip to that.
Well, never mind. We have the official backseater of the stream. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together.
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? We were actually making out. So, take that, Toko.
What? Are you jealous?
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Okay, if she's a Fujoshi, this changes things.
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Or what?
Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Oh, this is the big reveal that Kyoko isn't dead. Well, it's anticlimactic because I can put 2 and 2 together. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right?
If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When I heard that voice, we all spun to look around.
Hey,
Throw it back, chat! I'm here, no rules been broken. Kyoko!
Kyoko, you're still alive?
No! That's a ghost! Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no peculiar penalty? Wow, I can't fucking read. Read that.
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Oh, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die.
Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right! Now we've got to deal with the ghost! I told you stop talking!
Let's go.
Wow, whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. I'm not reading that. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
Will you, Hina? One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the class trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? Where have you been, Loka? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So,
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you are on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Can we? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Wow. What a confusing mystery we have on our hands yet again. Is Kyoko the mastermind? Is she not? I'm not really sure what's going on, but I knew she wasn't dead. You guys, I knew it couldn't have been her. Except at one point, I thought it was her. So honestly, I don't really know what's going on. But if you liked the video, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so YouTube lets you know when I post another one of these. Don't forget I stream this live on Twitch, so if you want to check me out there, I recommend it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the class trial. Ah!